Hey guys, it's Amy at Zoe Beck, and I'm going to do my February book haul. So I had kind of an eye-opening experience in January when I tracked how much I was spending on books. And I knew I spend a lot of money on books. It is my biggest hobby thing for money other than, you know, just life stuff. And it kind of hurt that I spent that much money when I was buying this chair and another chair out in my living room, and I realized how much money I was spending on books when there's things in my house I still want to buy. So it's kind of had this reawakening of, oh, I do spend a lot of money. So I don't think I actually curbed that very well into February, except the fact I used those gift cards that I didn't use in January when I was supposed to. So I spent only a third as much as I did last month, and I think I bought close to the same amount of books, but kind of close. And then so I think I did a lot better. I'm just not sure how March is going to go because I don't have that many pre-ordered in March. Luckily, there's not a whole lot coming out that I ordered, but my wish lists are so long, and every time I watch a wrap up I find more, and it's going to be hard. And as I said, I've had a really weird reading month where I haven't read a whole lot of my own books. I read a lot of library graphic novels, and I've read a couple of my books, or I DNF'd them. So, I don't know. So I bought a lot of books. So I'm just going to kind of go through them, and hopefully next month my book hauls won't be so long. I don't guarantee that. I never do. Because I don't ever book ban myself. Because that would be the first, that'll just set off my, it would just set me off. If I ever took away buying books, that would be disastrous. And I think I've tried to do that like way many years ago, and I've never done it again because that can be dangerous. So the fact that I'm curbing a little bit, where I've only bought 1 or 2 books in the last week compared to the first couple weeks where I bought a lot, I'm working on it. So anyway, let me just get through the books that I have ordered. So I ordered quite a few from Book Depository, which is where I spent most of my money. The rest of the books are all gift card stuff, so that's pretty good, right? So I had ordered Tim Murphy's Kristadora. I saw this, I think, on Russell's Ink and Paper blog recently, praising it, and it's one of those books that I heard about last year, and every time I hear about it, I had it on my wish list for a really long time, and I've been wanting to read it. And again, I think it has to do with New York and the AIDS, during the 80s, during the AIDS crisis. So I kind of wonder about this building and the people in it. So it just sounds really good, and I've been wanting to read it. Another one I saw on BookTube, again I got Book Depository, was English Animals by Laura Kay. I think like all the big British booktubers that I like to watch, like Simon and Mercedes and someone else, Lauren, they all like, I'll have all their channels linked below because I'm not thinking right now, but they all liked this book, or at least read it, and it sounded really interesting about a woman who I think goes for a job to rural England and ends up doing taxidermy instead of what she thought she was going to be doing. So it just sounds very interesting and poignant. It just sounds good. I did get a couple of Chanel Melville books. This Censustaker, it's again a short story of his. I'm collecting a lot of his books. I've read 3 of them, and I want to read more of his stuff, so I'm starting to collect them, so I will read them. So this is one of the short ones. I don't know anything about this. I actually, because it doesn't say anything on the back, I don't know. So I don't know. If this is good, let me know. I don't know. I did order King Rat as well, which is his first novel, which I forgot that this was the first novel, because I've read Perdido Street Station and The City in the City, and another one I can't think right now, but anyway, so I want to read a lot more of his, but I thought I better go back and get the first one, and I love these covers. I want more of these ones. I got the Scar like this last month, so I'm trying to collect these as I can. I'm not sure I'm probably not gonna get all of them, because some of them you can't get, because I was trying to get Railsea and I have not been able to find it. So anyway, but I love these covers anyway, so because they're kind of cool. But and I'm not usually a cover buy person, but you know what I mean, like it's just cool if I can get a cool one. I don't know. I also picked up SixFour by Hideo Yokoyama, and this is again I don't know if it's considered a thriller or a mystery, at least, and I know it's about I think a girl is killed or kidnapped, and then years later it comes out things didn't go or didn't happen the way they thought it happened or something. I hear it's really, really good, and I've really wanted to read it, and I could not find this in the bookstores here, and I just gave up and I just ordered it on Book Depository because I wanted it. I really want to read that, but it's huge. Look how big it is. Anyway, I also picked up The Gentleman in Moscow by Amor Towles. I just thought this was a fascinating idea of, in 1922, this guy gets kind of confined to this hotel during the Russian stuff. You know, there's stuff going on in Russia. Anyway, my brain is not working here. But I just thought it sounded interesting, and I thought I'd give it a try. And it was on sale one day, so yeah, I picked that up. And the last one from Book Depository is my absolute darling, Prom Gabriel Talent. Again, this is about a young girl named Turtle who lives with her father, who I guess is an extremist in a lot of ways. So, and again, it's supposed to be heartbreaking and everything. And I just, it's one of those ones I want to try, and I've been meaning to pick it up, and I finally just bought it. So anyway, then a couple of books that I got. Well, here's one book that I got. I got it free from my friend. So I'm not sure I'm going to read it, but we're going to try it out. And that's James P. Blaylock. It's a steampunk series. The Islesford Skull? I don't know. I think this is like book 5 or 6. I don't know. It's like in the series. Or maybe it's like 4. Anyway, I know it's in the series, so I don't know if I can read these out of order. Does anybody know? She tried to read it and she didn't like it. And so she gave it to me to try. And I guess the series is the Langdon St. Ives series. But anyway, I thought I would try it. I like steampunk, so I don't know. We'll see. I have not tried anything from him. Okay, so then I went to Powell's for my book club. And again, I go to Powell's a lot, and I don't really need any good reason to go. I did get an ARC copy from the guy who works at Powell's. So I got Pride and Prometheus by John Kessel. I have been wanting to read this just because it's interesting. Because it's like a crossover from Jane Austen and Mary Shelley. So I think it's Mary from Pride and Prejudice, and then Victor Frankenstein. And I'm sure the monster's in there too. I don't know a whole lot about it. I just know that it's a crossover, and I wanted to read it. So I got it for free. So that was pretty cool. So I'm going to probably pick that up at some point here. Seems fun. I picked up, again, these are stuff at Powell's, the stuff afterwards. I got this all on gift cards that I had from Christmas. So I picked up The Waves by Virginia Woolf. This is one of those authors, I read her in college, like A Room of One's Own and To the Lighthouse. I swear I read Miss Dalloway, but I do not have a copy. So I'm going to have to probably pick that up. I swear I read that because I think I read that when I read The Hours by Michael Cunningham, but I'm not positive. I swear I read Mrs. Dalloway though. But I can't find any record of that because it was before I started tracking my reading back in, I'm not going to say what year, never mind. But I heard about The Waves was one of her, was supposed to be really a good one too. And I actually don't know anything about this. I just picked it up, and it was because it was on sale and I had a gift card. So I don't know. Do you guys have read The Waves? Let me know. Because again, I wanted to read a little bit more Virginia Woolf. It's been years. I also picked up a copy of The Haunting of Hill House by Shirley Jackson. I read this years ago. I loved the old movie. I don't know what year that came out, that first movie, where the woman, you can hear her, she talks, she narrates, so you're hearing her thoughts. Love that movie. It was one of those movies that actually kind of scared me because I watched it in middle school or early high school. I can't remember. And because it was so psychological. And at the time, I didn't watch a whole lot of that. So it's still, but I love the story too. I just want to reread it, and I thought, I'll just get my own copy. I just haven't bought it. And then I did pick up a fantasy, The Red Knight by Miles Cameron. This one I saw recently on Sam's Nonsense, and she's been reading through the series and stuff. And so I sounded like a fantasy I wanted to pick up. I don't know a whole lot about it, It's a fantasy. I don't know. But I hear it's really good. She says it's pretty dense. And, it looks like it's going to be really long, but I got a copy for pretty cheap, and as I said, I used my gift card, so it didn't cost me any money. So, here, hold on. I can't reach my books. And then the last stack is stuff I did buy on Amazon. Most of this also, I use gift cards. So, hey, see, I did some good work. I picked up Travel as a Political Act, How to Leave Your Baggage Behind by Rick Steves. I just heard about this, and he talks about traveling and how that changes our perspectives and stuff. And I just thought it'd be kind of interesting. I love the series on, you know, OPB or PBS or whatever your public station is, and his travel stuff. So I do like that. So I got that. It came out. I also got a nonfiction, Another Day in the Death of America, A Chronicle of 10 Short Lives by Gary Young. So this is the book he wrote about one day and 10 people who died by gun violence. I've been meaning to pick this up since I saw this on somebody's channel. I've seen it on several now. So I'm really interested to pick this up. And again, just the other day, I got this right before the last mass shooting here in the US, and it was not, I almost picked it up then, but I thought that was just too close too soon, so I did not do that. But I'm probably going to pick this up pretty soon to read that, because it sounds fascinating and heartbreaking. I also picked up Being Mortal by Atul Gawande, I think. Anyway, this is Medicine and What Matters in the End. I think I saw this on Unmanaged Mischief, sorry. Anyway, and she said it was really good about on just eye-opening on the medical stuff, I guess. I don't know. I don't remember now, but I heard it was really good, so I wanted to read that. I also got Secondhand Time, The Last of the Soviets by Slavanya Lekovic. I can't say that. Anyway, I just read her their Chernobyl Prayer, which was fantastic. Again, 5-star read for me. So I wanted to read more of her stuff, and this one I saw on somebody's channel just recently. So as soon as I saw it, I picked it up. I'm like, I must read that, and I bought it. So I think this is about, you know, the end of the Soviet Union. And again, it's mostly people's it's just like in Chernobyl Prayer, where it has people, their conversation, just let them talk, and it's so powerful the way that Chernobyl Prayer was done. I'm hoping that this is going to be the same thing, and I'm meaning to pick up more of her books. I really enjoy them. And then I have some fantasy at the end here. So I got Celine Ascends by Josiah Bancroft. Sorry, it just came out wrong. So I don't know a whole lot about this, except this guy, I think, loses his wife, and then he has to go and get her. And I guess this was like, you know, self-published, and then it got published and stuff, or, you know, got I hear it's really good. haven't seen anybody. I know a lot of people have picked it up. I haven't actually seen a whole lot of reviews yet on it, but I was so intrigued when I read about it that I picked it up. So we'll see what happens. I also picked up Amberlow by Laura Elena Donnelly. And I picked this up because I saw it on several channels, people talking about it, and I think it has to do, they're in Germany or something. I can't remember, but I know it has to do with a smuggler, a dancer, and a spy. So, and I think it's in the 20s or the 30s. So, I don't know. It sounds, has to do with just before a political coup is about to set the city on fire. Anyway, I don't know a whole lot about it. I've heard the name all last year, and I was meaning to pick it up, and I just took the plunge and took it. And again, I used a gift card, so it didn't hurt so much. And then the last one is one I just got, and that is The Armored Saint by Mike Cole. I've been hearing him talk about this on Twitter and stuff for forever, and I've been wanting to read it. So I finally got it. It just showed up. I almost picked it up the other day, but I was in a reading slump kind of thing, so I didn't want to. But I'm definitely going to pick this up soon. It's pretty short, and I guess the next section comes out like in October, so I don't have to wait long if I like it. So I think this has to do with a girl who, I think people are not supposed to have magical powers or something, or they get rid of them, and then so she hides that she has them or something, and then something happens and she tries to avenge people, I think. I don't know. I actually don't know a lot about it. I'm looking forward to this. So anyway, those are all the books that I bought in February. Hopefully I will do better in March. Can't guarantee that. So anyway, have you guys read any of these? Any of these good? Anything I should read right away? Let me know, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.